I'm Randall Bain, the CEO and founder of ScholarshipAuditions.com. Thank you for joining me for this time. Today, we're going to be talking about the benefits of an extended week camp. In America, each summer there are thousands of music camps, enrichment experiences, master classes, intensives, and of course, summer stock. These experiences are primarily sponsored by colleges and universities, and they're held on their campuses. Usually, no audition is required for acceptance. Admission is granted upon application, and of course, the payment of a fee is associated with this opportunity. The roles of administrator, ensemble director, theory professor, private lesson instructor for each instrument and voice part are usually by the same university faculty that you will encounter on this campus any academic year. These camps used to go for 1 week, sometimes 2, and they always conclude with a large ensemble concert. The number one purpose of these camps on campus is to expose the college or university to you and for them to be involved in recruiting you. Yes, you are paying for their recruiting opportunity. These camps have their place and are very positive experiences for many students. There is another set of camps. These are extended week camps and are most often held in privately owned facilities. These camps can be sponsored by and held on the campus of a private foundation, a professional performing organization, or a controlling music association, and they go from 3 to 5 weeks. Some go for up to 7 weeks. Now, these student campers must apply and attend a live audition or submit an online video audition. Traditionally, they come from across America and even from foreign countries. Now, they have demonstrated a certain level of performance proficiency in order to even be considered for this opportunity. The faculty and directors of these camps come from the most renowned professional performing organizations in America and, in fact, the world. They have been well vetted before they are selected to serve in their respective roles and are renowned in their field. The campus experience here is more individually focused. Let me say that again. The campus experience here is more individually focused, with intensive instruction in private studio lessons and music theory, advancing each student's progress personally. These campers will also perform in large ensembles, but there'll be even greater concentration in small chamber ensembles, and especially concentration on the student camper as a soloist. Attendance at one of these extended week camps gives the camper numerous advantages in the collegiate selection consideration experience on most college campuses. First and foremost, music department recruiters parallel these camps with the actual collegiate experience. These campers have had to apply and audition for their spot from a pool of excellent student performers from their own town, state, all across the United States, and in fact, the world. In order to be considered, they've had to follow specific performance audition requirements, usually take a music theory placement test, and that's followed by a personal interview, and they've always had to supply references. This mirrors the collegiate application and audition process. Second, these student campers must learn to assimilate themselves in a well-defined culture, historically noted for its excellent individual lessons, practice schedule, recital, and performance rigors. These campers will quickly discover whether they will sink or swim in this environment. Third, there is daily competition among these campers for performance opportunities, recognition in theory and composition classes, and leadership roles in chamber ensembles. These defining aspects inspire these campers to demonstrate their capacity for excellence And this creates prime candidates for acceptance in any collegiate institution. Other advantages of attending an extended week camp. These camps are highly scouted by school music recruiters and most often have a college fair day, sometimes even a college fair weekend, for personal interchanges between the camper, the camper's family, and the institutions represented. Because of their extended time together, these campers and faculty will have an opportunity to get to know each other on a much deeper level. Campers can establish relationships with faculty members who represent their colleges, universities, or conservatories all across the country, yes, and even the globe. This gives the camper the opportunity to be on a recruiting track actually long before their senior year. Research reveals that the campers at these denoted camps are some of the first recruited applicants in America and historically receive greater consideration for institutional scholarship. Let me say that again. Research reveals that the campers at these denoted camps are some of the first recruited applicants in America and historically receive greater consideration for institutional scholarship. That's big. Really, stop and think about it. Also, research from a leading Midwestern university found that the campers who attend any one of these prestigious extended week camps receives an average 68% reduction in tuition and room and board for all 4 years of their collegiate experience. Truthfully, attending one of these extended camps can be expensive, but it's investing money in a fast-earning CD that can be cashed in when the collegiate experience begins. Extended week camps benefits are: first, the camper will find extreme improvement as a performer and an overall musician by being a part of this extended week camp experience. Second, they will discover their performance proficiencies in comparison to other camp and campers present, and will help improve deficiencies before the collegiate audition season. Did you get that? It's that comparison, that competition that's going between these students every day. It's going to help them. I know it. I've watched it. Third, they will be exposed to renowned faculty and the opportunity to develop a relationship with these individuals. And life is relational. Fourth, they will have an opportunity to be recruited by major schools of music. And fifth, campers will be in a stronger scholarship consideration pool when their senior year rolls around. I hope you will seriously explore and consider the numerous benefits to being a camper in an extended week camp. I'm telling you, it has its benefits. So, I'm going to be waiting for calls to come in that I might can answer questions about what we've talked about today, answer questions about our mission at scholarshipauditions.com, because we are here to help you find the right collegiate fit. So we have a call from Fran Wilson from Goldsboro, North Carolina. Here's her question. Is it too late to be considered for one of these camps this summer? Fran, here's the truth. Most of these camps have decided their campers by mid-January, February 1st at the latest. However, with this pandemic year, some of these camps have just announced that they are going to be live this summer. So I would say, look at a roster of extended week camps. You'll find one at scholarshipauditions.com and see if they still have spots open. I have been watching this process for several weeks now, and I've found that for singers, there's many opportunities open at these extended week camps, as well as string players. It seems like strings and vocalists is what's needed. Other questions? Okay, so we have David Kempton from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Do these camps have opportunity for you if you have more, if you play more, is that right? If you play more than one instrument? Most do, especially if one of those instruments is keyboard. It seems like keyboard goes with everything, and so I can tell you that there will always be opportunity. Sometimes you have to pay for the additional lessons, but there's no question there'll be opportunity. Another question.
I've got a question from Theo Van Dyke again.
Theo Van Dyke. Called in last week. We're glad, Theo, that you're back with us.
He's saying, "It's all very insightful. That's my experience exactly. What's your take on virtual versus in-person camps?"
So, last year was our first year to experience virtual camps, and his question is personal versus virtual camps. I have no question that when you're with someone and you have an opportunity to engage in that daily conversation and see them more than one time throughout the day than that once on camera, that's going to be your most positive experience. And you might be in a practice room and they're walking through the practice room area and they get to stop and talk to you. All the unplanned things to me are more important than the planned things. And everything that is online and virtual is a planned experience. So I think the greater experiences come from the unplanned interchanges between people. So I definitely think that the in-person is a greater opportunity. Thank you for asking that one, Theo. Now we have one from Molly Watkins from Cedar City, Utah. What are good indicators that you should go? Yeah, I got it. What are good indicators that you are ready to go to a multi-week camp? First indicator that I would say is a desire. Do you desire to do this? Do you desire to improve as a musician, as a vocalist, as an instrumentalist? It comes first of all to desire, in my opinion. Second of all, is your proficiency level that you strong enough that you will not feel defeated once you're there? Now, what are indicators of that? You can play a solo. You play etudes and solos. You've attended a solo ensemble festival in your state. You've attended a competition. You're not fearful of competition. These places thrive on competition, and you'll be a part of that. Have you auditioned for all-state band, all-state orchestra, all-state chorus? And if you have you made it? If you've made one of those ensembles, the opportunity of you making one of these extended camps is probably very strong. So those are my indicators. But most of all, it comes down to desire and willingness to work as hard as those camps are going to require you to work. Other questions? So this will conclude our time together. Thank you for sharing. You will see this article of what we've talked about today on scholarshipauditions.com. And thank you so very, very much for joining us this afternoon.